What's so great about the Great Lakes? Carved by ice, connected by water.
The head of America's inland seas. I'm talking about the North American Great Lakes: Huron, Ontario, Michigan, Erie, and Superior. These lakes are so huge, they border 8 states and hold an unbelievable 23 quadrillion liters of water. To put that in perspective, it's enough to cover the entire lower 48 states in 3 meters of water. 2. They support a massive region filled with forests, grasslands, and wetlands, home to over 3,500 species. But how did this incredible natural wonder even form? The story starts over 10,000 years ago, near the end of the last ice age. As the climate warmed, the gigantic glaciers covering the planet began to melt and retreat. These colossal ice sheets acted like giant bulldozers, carving out massive basins in the earth. As the ice melted, these basins filled up with water, creating the world's largest system of freshwater lakes. Over time, channels formed between them, allowing water to flow from one lake to the next. A process that continues to this very day. In fact, the Great Lakes hold almost 20% of all the fresh surface water on Earth. Let's follow the journey of a single drop of water. It begins way up north in Lake Superior, the deepest, coldest, and clearest of the 5. It's so big it holds half of all the water in the Great Lakes system, plunging of over 400 meters. This creates a unique ecosystem for more than 80 species of fish. A drop of water will spend about 200 years just in this one lake before it moves on. From there, it flows into either Lake Michigan or Lake Huron. These two are actually connected by the Straits of Mackinac, making them technically one giant lake. To the west is Lake Michigan, the 3rd largest. As water moves slowly through its unique shape, it passes by the world's largest freshwater dunes and shores rich with fossilized coral. To the east is Lake Huron, which has the longest shoreline of all the lakes. It's not very populated, but it is heavily forested and incredibly. It's home to 7,000-year-old petrified trees submerged beneath the surface. This is the warmest and shallowest of the 5 lakes, which makes it a haven for animal life, including millions of birds that migrate through the area every year. 2. Finally, our drop of water reaches its grand finale. It plunges more than 50 meters down the spectacular, thundering Niagara Falls and into Lake Ontario, the smallest of the Great Lakes by surface area. From Lake Ontario, some of this well-traveled water flows into the St. Lawrence River and eventually makes its way out to the Atlantic Ocean. 2. The Great Lakes are more than just a beautiful natural wonder. Their constant flow provides natural water filtration, flood control, and moves nutrients across more than 3,200 kilometers of shoreline. They also provide drinking water for more than 40 million people and supply over 200 billion liters a day to industries and farms. But our reliance on this incredible system is taking its toll. Coastal habitats are being damaged by development, and the once pure waters are being exposed to pollutants from cities, farms, and factories, because less than 1% of the water leaves the system each year. Pollutants from decades ago are still trapped in the lakes. We've also accidentally introduced over 100 invasive species, like zebra mussels and sea lampreys, which have devastated native fish populations. On top of that, climate change is warming the waters, lowering water levels, and disrupting aquatic life. Fortunately, there is hope. Governments are finally recognizing the immense value of this resource. 2. The United States and Canada are now working together to reduce pollution, protect habitats, and stop the spread of invasive species. Protecting something as massive as the Great Lakes requires a huge collaborative effort from many organizations. But this effort is absolutely critical if we want to preserve the wonder of this flowing inland sea for generations to come.
The Great Lakes are history in motion, and their future depends on what we protect today. This is FirstClass Escape.